Maryam and her family moved to an old house in a quiet, small neighborhood. The house was spacious and suitable for them, but it carried an air of mystery, especially the abandoned backyard, which seemed to hold ancient secrets. Over time, Maryam noticed their elderly neighbor, Uncle Mahmoud, standing by the garden every day, silently watching it. His appearance was somewhat peculiar, his thick white hair and black hat added to his mysterious aura. When Maryam asked her mother about him, she warned her, saying, "Don't go near him, Maryam. He's an odd man, and no one knows much about him. People say he's strange and keeps to himself." But Maryam's curiosity got the better of her. One day, after her parents left for work, she decided to visit Uncle Mahmoud. She knocked on his door lightly, and when he opened it, he asked in a calm voice, "You finally decided to come? I knew you would." Maryam was surprised by his words and cautiously asked, "Why do you watch the garden every day?" Uncle Mahmoud smiled and invited her inside. They sat together in a simple room filled with old books and photographs. He spoke to her in a voice full of nostalgia. "Maryam, this house you now live in was built decades ago. The first man who lived here was a wealthy merchant named Sheikh Ibrahim. He owned countless treasures, but he feared they would be stolen, so he decided to bury them in the backyard. He said that whoever finds them must be brave, patient, and use them wisely. For years, I've been trying to solve this mystery, but I've only found a few clues." Maryam's eyes lit up with excitement as she said, "Let's search for it together. I want to help you." Uncle Mahmoud gave her the first clue, an old piece of paper he found in one of the books. It read, "Where life begins, you will find the start. Go to the old fountain." The next morning, after her parents left, Maryam went with Uncle Mahmoud to the corner of the garden where the old fountain stood. The water had dried up years ago, but she noticed a stone that looked different from the others. She lifted it with difficulty and found a handwritten note that said, "At the wall facing the sun, you will find the next step." The following day, Maryam returned after her parents left and went with Uncle Mahmoud to the stone wall. They noticed a small stone carved with a symbol resembling the sun. When they pressed it, a small compartment opened, revealing an old map. Uncle Mahmoud said, "The map points to the giant tree in the middle of the garden. It seems there's more to uncover." The search continued for several days. Each time, the map led them to a new location, where they would find a symbol or a message. It required digging, deciphering ancient symbols, and solving the puzzles left by Sheikh Ibrahim. Finally, after many long days of hard work, they reached the giant tree. The ground beneath it was solid, but they dug tirelessly until Maryam's hands struck an old wooden chest. Uncle Mahmoud carefully opened the chest to find it filled with gold, jewelry, and letters written by Sheikh Ibrahim. One of the letters read, "I have left this wealth for those who show patience and courage. Use it wisely to change your life and the lives of those around you." When Maryam's parents returned home, she told them everything. At first, they didn't believe her, but when they saw the treasure, they were astonished and thanked Uncle Mahmoud for his help. The family decided to sell the treasure and use the money to buy a bigger house. But Maryam insisted that Uncle Mahmoud move in with them, becoming part of the family he had been missing for so many years.